So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's up YouTube? Dad here with Zephyr Games, bringing you, as you can see before you, an opening of Order of the Spellcasters. Now I'm going to make this quick, short, simple and straight to the point because you've probably seen a million of one of these. So the only thing that will be different is if there is any misprints in the box. But what I'm also going to bring to you guys that is massively different, it's going to be something that's going to be very, very needed if you're going to play a deck like this, is I'm going to give you a very exclusive giveaway. Now what I am giving away, you will be a lucky owner of 1 in 50 in the entire world. There's only 50 of these that exist right now in this world, and that is these exclusive Zephyr War Games branded dice. Now, if the camera would like to focus for me, come on, there we go. So as you can see, standard 6-sided dice, beautifully made, with our own insignia on it. There you go, Zephyr War Games. So, if you want to be a lucky winner of these, stay tuned until the end, and I'll tell you exactly how you can be one of 3 lucky winners to own a 1 in 50 brand made Zephyr War Games dice. So very, very simple. Stay until the end. I'll show you how you can win one of these. You're definitely going to need it for a deck like this to keep your spell counters in check. So, without further ado, let's crack into this bad boy, see what we get, and we'll talk about our thoughts as we go through it. So obviously you've got the list of what you get on the back, and then no surprise there, you get the Endymion mat, which is beautiful by the way, and if your locals has got it, there will be a special event where you can win one of these as a rubber backed mat as well. And then of course you've got all combos and Neostorm, all the little previews, couple of combo plays there as well, back of that. And then of course you've got the beginner's guide. Standard, everything's standard. What isn't standard is what we get in this. This is new. So as you can believe with Konami, they are starting to... Ooh, that's quite cool. I like that. I like that, I do. There we go, beautiful card. Artworks are amazing on this deck as well. So without further ado, let's crack into this and we'll zip through this exactly what we've got. Like I said, any questions, put them in the comments down below, but you're probably going to want to be putting your comments for the giveaway down below. There we go, get rid of that. Cool, so we'll start off with the first card, and that is Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic. You remove 6 spell counters from your field, special summon this card from the Pendulum Zone, then count the number of cards you control that can have a spell counter. Destroy up to that many cards on the field. If you do place spell counters on this card equal to the number of cards destroyed, only use the effect once per turn, so that's a scale effect, scale 8 as well. Its monster effect is the most important. Once per turn, when a spell, trap or effect is activated, quick effect, you return 1 card you control with a spell counter to the hand, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy it. Then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card that the return card had. While this card has a spell counter on it, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add 1 normal spell from your deck to your hand. Nice. Reflection of Endymion. Oh, it's not an Ultra. Beautiful looking card. Not played in the Magician version, but it is played in the Pure version. Each time it's scale 2, so it's the opposite of the Mighty Master. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. When that spell resolves, you remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon it. Special summon both this card from your Pendulum Zone and 1 monster from your hand that you can place a spell counter on. If you do, place 1 spell counter on each. Monster effect, you can only special summon this card once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and 1 card you control with a spell counter, except this card. Return that opponent's card to your hand. And your card to the hand. Then place the same number of spell counters on this card that your returned card had. When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add 1 Endymion card from your deck to your hand. Spell Power Mastery, this is the most important one. So you add 1 Endymion card from your deck to your hand, then you can count the number of Spell Power Mastery and Spell Power Grasp you control and or have in your graveyard. Place that many spell counters among known cards you control that you can place a spell counter on. Dwimmered Path, I love the artwork on this, really kind of cool card as well. Target 1 spellcaster, effect monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, only activate it once per turn. And then Daybreaker, the Shining Magical, that's weird that we went Ultra, 3 Supers and then Ultra. Anyway, this card's really, really cool as well. So 2 spellcaster monsters, if this card is linked to someone, place 1 spell counter on it, gain 300 attack for each spell counter. You can only activate each of the following effects once per turn. If a spellcaster monster or monsters is special summoned to a zone this card points to, place 1 spell counter on this card, remove 2 spell counters from this card, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Magister of Endymion. Each time a spell card is activated, you put a counter on this. Remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon both this card from your Pendulum Zone and 1 face-up monster from your extra deck. You can place a spell counter on each. Monster effect, only special summon this card once per turn. When this card declares an attack, you place 1 spell counter on it. Once per opponent's turn. Quick effect, you remove 3 spell counters from your field. Special summon 1 monster from your deck that you can place spell counters on. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your Pendulum Zone. Then place the same number of spell counters on it that had as a monster. So for the Endymion, this should have been like a foil. So good. So you, again, every time a spell card is activated, you place a spell counter on it. Remove 3 spell counters from this card, special on both this card and 1 pendulum monster. And 1 monster from your deck with 1,000 or more attack that you can place a spell counter on. And if you do, place 1 spell counter on each. Monster effect, only special summon it once per turn. If it has a spell counter on it, it can attack directly. Once per opponent's turn, you can discard 1 card, place 1 spell counter on each card you control that you can place a spell counter on. If this card is in the monster zone, is destroyed, place it into the Pendulum Zone, then place the same number of spell counters on it that it had as a monster. And then the reprints, Endymion the Master Magician, Crusader of Endymion, Defender the Magical Knight, Mythical Beast Cerberus, not the one we wanted, Mythical Beast Medusa, Magical Something, Magical Exemplar, Magical Reductor, Disenchanter, Apprentice Magician, Dark Magician of Chaos, Fairytale Luna, Summoner Monk, Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, nice reprint on that one, Magical Undertaker, Magician of Faith, Droll and Lockbird, very, very good reprint on that one. Endymion Lad, this card's name becomes Magical Citadel of Endymion while in the spell and track card zone. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card when that spell card resolves. Once per turn, after damage calculation, if your spellcaster monster is destroyed by battle, you can remove 6 spell counters from your field. Special summon 1 level 7 or higher spellcaster monster from your hand or deck. Only activate 1 lab per turn. Magical Citadel of Endymion, Spell Power Grasp, Arcane Barrier, Spellbook of Secrets, nice reprint on that one, Spellbook of Power, Spellbook of Wisdom, Magical Blast, Magical Dimensions, Terraforming, yay! Left Arm Offering, another good reprint. Pot of Desires, a very, very good reprint. Mythical Beastamorph, Pitch Black Power Stone, Extra Buck, Gaga Shield, Magician's Circle, and then of course the last one which you can use as token, which I think looks amazing, is the Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. I really like that, man. It's coming out on Switch as well, so that'd be pretty cool to see how that operates. They really need to just put like a dev on Switch and then it'd be great. But this looks amazing. Using that as a token would be really, really cool. So you get a good chunk of reprints. I think the only new cards you get are these here, which seems a bit disappointing in the sense, you know, but the reprint of Droll and Desires is kind of what makes the deck better. Anyway, as we were reading through that, what you could hear, the moment you've all been waiting for, is how prominent and important spell counters are. So you need to be able to keep track of your spell counters, and they can go from 1 to, you know, infinity, the amount of times you're going to be putting spell. So rather than putting a counter and a counter and a counter, I prefer to use a dice. So I get to go 1, and then I get to go 2, 3, 4 is somewhere, 4, 5, 6, and keep building up. So to help you guys out, what I thought would be a good idea would, zooming in, give you guys a chance to win 1 of 3 exclusive Zephyr War Games dice. So you will possibly be one of the only people to have one of these in your area. Like I said, these are a 1 in 50. There are only 50 made, so you have a free or a 1 in 3 chance to win one of these. So there'll be 3 going around trying to get the ratios right in my head. And it's very, very simple. All I want you to do is to, number 1, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video, subscribe and like our Facebook page. All the links will be in the description down below. And then all I want you to do to finish it up and to show that you've done all of those steps is just put simply in the comments down below, what do you prefer? Order of the Spellcasters or Salaman Great Starter Deck? So which starter deck do you prefer? Order of the Spellcasters or Salaman Great? Now I can't remember what the Salaman Great was, the one was off the top of my head, but all I need you to do is put either one or the other down below, and I will choose at random 3 lucky winners, come on camera focus, to win one of these 3 amazing Zephyr War Games dice. Very, very simple, very, very to the point, and do not worry, I will be bringing you giveaways for these all week long when I do an Order of the Spellcaster / Endymion deck or video. And we of course have the starter deck opening. We also have the budget version deck profile. I'll also do a full powered version, and on top of that I will do a test hand video as well. So you'll have plenty of chance, and each one will be a way of winning 3 of these, or 1 of these free dice. So very, very straightforward. Each video will have 3 of these to be given away, do not worry. It's not the 3 across the videos. Each video will have 3, which means there'll be 3 lucky winners per video. And like I said, all you have to do is like our Facebook page, which will be linked in the description below, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then comment down below whether you prefer the Endymion deck or the Salamangreat deck. So it's the starter decks, Order of the Spellcaster, and the Salamangreat one. So very, very simple, very, very to the point, and it's easy as that. So all I want you to do is like, comment, subscribe, share, and best of luck in the giveaway, guys. So until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. What's up, YouTube? Dad here with All Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always, guys, happy dueling.